Hello, and welcome to a Friday edition of Robert versus the New York Times Crossword. It is currently 9:59 p.m. on Thursday, March 4th in New York City. I was just doing a random Saturday on Down for a Cross, March 7th, 2015. I just got wrecked. So if you wanna prove that you're better than me, why don't you give it a shot? Let me know how you did. I had to reveal a bunch of stuff. Maybe a bad sign for the solve today. Anyway, taking a peek at yesterday's leaderboard, we got PB Geckner in true first place. Shout out to my boy PB Geckner. We got the Glorp and Chris, second place at 20 seconds. I hung on for what I would call fourth. I think Amy said she turned in a 28-second time to round out the top 5. Herman Chow to Nomad and Taro Tuna stickers. KFS Vento Oriana, Phil, Philly Fom, Bill Boris, M Marina, Fast Time M Marina, and Ball Don't Lie, all under 50 seconds, along with Aero Tangos and ERL under a minute. Also, shout out to ABC 104 for a personal best. Looks like the puzzle played pretty fast yesterday, I guess. Or all my leaderboard friends are just getting faster. Anyway, I think it's now probably 10:01, if I had to guess. Nope, still 10 o'clock. Great. We should have some Friday puzzles. So here's a spoiler alert for the Friday puzzle. If you'd like to play along, pause the video here and click on the link in the description below. The mini puzzle is always free to play. It's also free to make an account. Looking nice and centered. Okay, let's get into it. Trendy, hip, dare, run, QBs, barks, and sly. Okay. 10-second mini, even with a little bit of hesitation. Yeah, I got hip and dare. Those are pretty reasonable. Here I wasn't sure if it should be K-O-R-A-N or Q-U-R-A-N. The Q seemed kind of suspect, but then Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady are QBs. It was worth checking. And then, yeah, barks. I was thinking it was either bargs or barks, so I had to look at 2 down, and Iraq is obviously a thing. Irag is obviously not. Pens can be clicked nervously. Fitting name for a hirsute guy, yeah. Hirsute means covered in hair, so hairy. Duel and sly as a fox. Okay, nice mini. 10 seconds is fairly competitive, but let me know how you did in the comments down below, especially if you're not on my leaderboard. But now for the main event, which is the Friday daily grid, which today is by Sridhar Bhagavathula. Cool. Here's a spoiler alert for the daily puzzle. If you would like to play along, then click on the link in the description below. However, the daily grid does require a New York Times game subscription. Looks like we're pretty centered here. Let's just get into it. Pitched poorly. Unsubscribe to a mailing list without. Sell propellers. Resource for music performers. Pose in the front row of a team photo, say. This could be Nelt, maybe. The katydids are found on his legs, strangely enough. Is it ears? Maybe. 21, 22, etc. Not sure. Trace element, question mark. It may be blowing in the wind. Account. If all blank relate N10, they would not reach a conclusion. This does sound like a quip, but... Duck Hunt console for short is NES. Make chips become bread, question mark. So this is, a gambling reference. Gamble, maybe? Scaly pet. This could be iguana. I don't like iguana here. News anchor Holt. Is it Lester Holt? Yeah, all of those crosses seem okay. Year that began in the late 1950s. Two-dimensional. Planar? Okay. Any takers here, I think. What is this? Years, I see. Pitched poorly. This is opt out. Off key. I see. Pitched as in like the pitch of a note. Resources for music performance. Not sure. Gets along with gels. Cell propellers. Flag. Flagella. It's the biological cell. Students burden often. Test. I guess Nelt was correct. End of a 3-word U.S. president name. I'll come back to that when we have more crosses. The Statue of Liberty for 1. Okay. Showed like lambs It's going to be ovine. So it's not gamble. The age seems right, though. Lecture alternative. Overly glib. Co-performer with Shakira at Super Bowl 54 informally. J-Lo, I think. Dance club hirees. Oh, this seems like it's DJs, right? Home country of Luka Doncic is Slovenia, I believe. What is this? Oh, debt. Fake book? I think that might be right. God send the companion a better prince. I cannot blank my hands of him. Rid? I don't know. Not sure. Oh, this could be Vidal? Gore Vidal, maybe? This could be Rid. Let's try it. Stray dog direction. Is this Akira Kurosawa? The famous Japanese director? Spot on advice, question mark. Epithet for the venomous Iago and Othello. Need to read more Shakespeare. Alternative to going to court? Settling, I think? Sources of a modern addiction. Is it opiates? Or something else? When Hamlet overhears Claudius confessing to fratricide. Act 3, I guess, is the only thing that will fit. Formally approve. Okay, fleur-de-lis here. Group with the motto, every child, one voice. Doesn't make it down the wave. Directly opposite point. Antithesis doesn't fit. It seems like it's a T, though. Gal Gadot. Prince and the Little Mermaid, that's Eric, I think with a C. Shout out to Eric. Blue. Erotic, I see. That's, I'll Google that later. Lecture alternative. Not sure. Choreographer Twyla. Not good for me. Cover. Work on a course. This should be eat. Let's see, this has got to be act something. Widespread destruction. Dinosaur. So, word for relic. Rubicund. Don't know what that means. Lops off. Okay. Stigmatism by another name. Oh, sigmatism by another name. Pilots, e.g. Case for an entomologist. They study bugs. Plant that may yield oil. Not canola. Or grapeseed. False. Guile, and how one should feel after vacation. Rested, maybe? ER procedure that can be done to the beat of Staying Alive. That's CPR. Is that really... Okay. Let's go with rested here. Hey there, equivalent. Maybe it's not rested. I want to put sup here. Case for an entomologist. Not sure. They may be blowing the wind. Account. If all... The ending looks good. I just don't know what the quip is making fun of. Trace element. Floating green layer. Let's go with alga. And dyed fabric. Ooh. It's an IK. Land promised by God to Abram. Canaan, right? Goddess who serves as a major character in 2019's Hades Town. I don't know that. Overly glib. Epithet for the venomous Iago. Doesn't make it down the wave. Doesn't make it down the wave. Pilots formally approved. Lops off. Rubicund. Many indulgences. Some beverage suffixes. This could be AIDS. Ditch. This could be lose, I guess? False. Why not lose, then? Fathers warn against it. What? Okay, looks like we got a tough Friday. Year that became in the late 1950s. Atomic age does not fit. I guess that was the 40s. Is there a... No, no president's name would fit here. NES is right. Okay. Statue of Liberty for 1. Is iguana wrong? Algo could be wrong too. End of a 3-word US president's name. Hmm. 3-word US president? So does that mean like first, middle, and last name? Or is this a nickname? Tricky here. Monopoly token. Is a cat a token? Let's try cat here. Make chips become bread. Hat. It's cash in, of course. You don't gambling makes your chips more chips, right? Stencil here for trace element. If all economists were late N10, that's cute. Seminar here, lecture alternative. They may be blowing in the wind. Account. So doesn't seem like this is this, right? Could be scum, I guess. Space age, yeah. That's better. Okay, let's go with scum here. Statue of Liberty, Colossus, I see. They may be blowing in the wind. Spores? Showed. Came. End of a 3-word US president name. Account. This could be tail. Oh, Martin Van Buren. I see. It wasn't his last name, it was the 3rd word in his name. Oh, but this I don't know. Even with what I think are 4 correct letters. T? I'm gonna have to guess that letter, I guess. Overly glib. And this goddess, huh? How many Greek goddesses start blank ER? Persephone? It fits. This could be Pat and Batik. That actually seems kind of right. Spot on advice, question mark. PSA. This should be Viper then. Ooh. Choreographer Twyla. Not gonna get that, I don't think. Sources of a modern addiction. Screens. It's not Act 3. Pilots. Oh, it's where. I thought that said when. Isn't he like behind a tapestry? Formally approve. Okay, cover, work on a course. Havoc here. Rubicund. Don't know. Lops off, severs. Guile. Is this gonna be slyness? This could be ratify here. That may yield oil. Oh, refinery. Oh, that's clever. Like a factory. Pilots. Steers here. Pilots EG. Episodes. 2 different uses of the word pilot there. Rubicund means rosy, I guess. And what is this? Chapel, I see. Twyla THARP. And it was eat. I think I did say that at some point. Fathers weren't against it. Sin, as in Catholic priests. Doesn't make it down the wave. It's gonna end in out. False. See, this seems like it'll actually be like a case that you hold bugs in or something. Oh, antipode here. Point as in like on a globe. False. Pseudo? I think that could be it. Many indulgences, vices. Let's go with that. Cocoon. Hey there, equivalent is a nod. Ditch. Lose. It was lose. Stigmatism is apparently what a lisp is. Wipes out. Fail. Okay. 10:57 Friday. Is that faster than my Thursday? This was, this had some tough things to it, especially since, I made some mistakes on the fill. So let's just take a peek at the grid. I think I'm a little off by game today. Maybe I didn't sleep well last night. Okay, pitched poorly. This is a tough clue because the 2 pitches that I thought of first were like a baseball pitch, and then like if you're like an advertiser and you pitch something poorly, but it's actually the, I don't know my parts of speech, but like if a piano is pitched poorly, it's off key. This was not so hard actually. This is kind of a nice math clue. Planar. It means that you can draw it in the plane. Yeah, I had a bad cross here somewhere. Yeah, I had algae here first. Space age is good though. Statue of Liberty is a colossus. I guess a colossus is just a generic term for a large statue. I think of the Colossus at Rhodes. Yeah, it's just... I wonder what the Colossus of Rhodes is a statue of, actually. It has nothing to do with this puzzle, but... it was a statue of Helios. So Colossus... I guess I sort of thought it was the name of the person in the statue. Yeah, Van Buren. Let's see. Came as in like you showed up, right? Like lambs. Ovine. Hat, yeah. Let me look up batik. It's a thing that I vaguely recognize. Indonesian technique of wax resist dyeing applied to the whole cloth. Cool. Gotta remember that one. It's been a while since that's been in a puzzle, I think, though. Seminar. I go to a lot of seminars. I did know that Luka Doncic was Slovenian. Akira Kurosawa, very famous Japanese director, I'm sure. My very educated audience knows all about him. But let's just take a peek at some of his important films. This is going to be a long list, though. I don't know how many of these I've seen. I've seen Seven Samurai. I've seen Rashomon. I think I watched both of those with my mom, actually. Those are the two that I've watched. So Akira Kurosawa. Nice central 13-letter fill. PSA. Let's see. Twyla THARP is somebody who also appears on crosswords all the time. American dancer, choreographer, and author who lives and works in New York City. Okay, I will try to remember Twyla THARP from now on. It is pronounced Twyla THARP. Okay. Sometimes I say the wrong thing. Shout out to Rice Hornet, my good friend Eric, who is AKA the Prince of the Little Mermaid. Yeah, I knew this, but I had Act 3 here, because I read this as when, as opposed to where. Didn't know that stigmatism was what you call a lisp. Two different uses of pilot crossing here. That's tricky. Refinery, this is also tricky, because I was thinking of plant names. Sunflower, doesn't fit. Corn, right? Canola. False being pseudo, that's sort of a slant definition, I guess. Flagella. The science is good. A fake book. Let's just look up the definition of fake book, shall we? A book that contains the melody lines of popular copyrighted songs without accompanying harmonies, and that is published without the permission of the copyright owners. Interesting. Or a songbook of standards for use by jazz instrumentalists. So it's sort of like a... Not the official published version from the copyright owners. Yeah, I got knelt pretty quick, actually. Didn't know this. If all economists relate end-to-end, they would not reach a conclusion. This is it's a cute clue, but nothing about the quip specifically seems economisty to me. So kind of tough there. Yeah, oh, that's right, I had gamble here, which doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Gore Vidal. Persephone. Pulling this one out was... I'm proud of that. Off of the blank ER. Give myself a little pat on the back here. Yeah, blue here not meaning sad, but the definition that means erotic. Let's see. Yeah, informal, with sexual content, marked by cursing, swearing, and blasphemy. Interestingly, a dated definition is rigidly religious or moralistic, puritanical. So isn't this what you'd call a contronym? Something that is its own antonym? Yeah, a word with two opposite meanings, like sanction. So you could consider blue a contronym, although I don't think anybody really uses it to mean puritanical anymore. I need to read Othello. Austria is a northern neighbor of Slovenia. Yeah, this is a surfing clue. Shout out to Gracia, who doesn't watch these videos. Antipode, this is also kind of a mathy clue, in my opinion. But I study Hopf algebras, so I would think that. Rubicund, this is a word that I just learned. Let's take a look at it together. Having a ruddy complexion, highly colored. Yeah, I guess the RUB in Latin, or is it Greek, means red, right? Like ruby, or rubeus hagrid. Yep. Pretty tough puzzle for me. Let me know what you thought. Let me know how you did in the comments down below. And now let's just take a peek at some stats, as I like to do. So I did go a touch faster than yesterday. That's, I guess, a good sign. Between my best and my average. I'm not a big Friday, Saturday puzzle fan. So if we can get this average down, I guess that's good. And before we go, let's just take a peek at the leaderboard. Sticker is turning in a very fast 18-second time. PB Geckner back to his pedestrian ways at 28 seconds. And shout out to Joy for the early mini. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking the video. I'll see you tomorrow for some Saturday puzzles.